Hello everybody, my name is Alan, I'm from Sauber-Lab and today will be another video about AI. In this video we'll explain a little bit more about GPT and what kind of jobs or what kind of functions this program will be replacing in the future, or at least those jobs could be in risk in the future. And that you're gonna ask, Alan, what means GPT? GPT is a generative pre-trained transformer. And in this option, we have the ChatGPT, where you can ask some questions and they will answer you accordingly. And how it's work? Basically, you have a system that you can train with a lot of informations, and in this way, they start to get some look like human answers. And this one, they start to interpret different answers and improve. And with the fine tuning, you can get more specific for depend of the area of work that you want to do. In this way, it starts to be more and more specific, and you can train it as long as you want until you get or achieve what you expect. If you like this idea and want to learn a little bit more about it, we're gonna show you this video, but first of all, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe for the channel, and let's understand a little bit more about it. As I told, some of the jobs will be replaced by AI, but don't be in panic. Those jobs, only the entry levels will start to be replaced. Maybe in the future, with the advance of AI, we'll have more advanced jobs. But if you have or if you are already in those kind of jobs, don't mean that you need to quit, because until you start to have the fine tune everything will take some time. But let's start with the first job. The first job that could be easily replaced by the ChatGPT will be the programming. Why I'm talking about programming? Because ChatGPT can create programs for you, and those programs can be easy write. Let's say I can ask my machine to do some specific program for me, and they will do my specific problem according for my request. And I don't need to be really specific using program. I can write look like I'm writing a text for someone and they will do the job. Also the freelances. And the programs that will be first affected will be simple programs, look like Python, look like web development, and they will do everything really easy for you. But only I tell you will not means anything. So let's get a supposition. Imagine that I have a Raspberry Pi. In this Raspberry Pi, it's running Home Assistant. And this Home Assistant, I have a fan in the top of my case where I don't want to leave it all time on, because I think that it's unnecessary. And what's the option that I have? I can add a small fan, and that's using my pinout, I can control it. So I can request simple. Let's say that I wanted to request the follow question. Create a program for Home Assistant in the configuration.aml, because I wanted to have this program exactly there, to start the fan on Raspberry Pi if the temperature is 50 degrees or above, and that's turn off once that is cooled down for 35. And I can make some mistakes, I don't need to be so specific, and that I can be generic, and let's see what they will do for me. So in this way, they will start to give some example for me, and they will say that if the temperature is 50 or 35, they will turn on and off. And what they do, they start with temperature for the Raspberry Pi, and they start already to put the pinout for my Raspberry Pi. What it means, I can use the pin 17 to make this on and off, and they will give all the instruction for me. So if I come here, they say that they will check the temperature for my Raspberry Pi in Celsius. They will start on my pinout, they will configure it, and then they will make the optimization. And the optimization will be turn on if it's 50 or above, and turn off. And also they give some explanation for you. They don't need you to do it, but they give the explanation for you know what it's going on. And this reason that's super simple. And after this one, they will give some basic information, and they note that you need to define the correctly pinout. Either they give some instruction for say, please don't make a mistake, otherwise it will not work in this way. But okay, I have my Home Assistant, but suppose that I want to do in another Raspberry Pi. If you guys know what is this one, it's a Raspberry Pi Pico. And those Raspberry Pi Pico you can convert for a rubber duck USB. It's really simple and it's really cheap compared for those. And in the next videos I will show how you can convert it. But I didn't show until now because it's really not easy or not simple to make the programs. You can find online, but if you want some specific programs, you need to write yourself or you need to have some basic knowledge. And in this way, I can write a program for this one in seconds without having any knowledge and without asking anything. And before you started to ask why I needed to write a program for a Raspberry Pi Pico. Okay, this Raspberry Pi Pico can simulate that they are a mouse, a keyboard, and in this way, once that you connect this mouse, this keyboard for your computer, they start to do some action. So let's say that I want that the action that you will do, it's once that is connected, they will start to make a loop, and this loop will make the mouse to move. So each 1 minute they will move up, down, or different positions. So ask, can you create a script on rubber duck USB to make the mouse to move each 1 minute? And maybe I write some wrong, maybe not make sense, but they will do it for me. And what they will do, they will already give the author, so I can put my name, I don't need you to say anything. They do a quick explanation what they are doing. They will say that you need to control the resolution of your screen, otherwise they will move to up and to down, and then they start to make these options. In this program they give a PowerShell, and what it means that they will be run this program eternally, and I don't want to do it. I want to make a loop, but I want that once that it's connected my USB, they will stop to run this program. So what's the option that I can do? I say, sorry, I think that you confuse my point. I don't want you to use a PowerShell for it. I want you to have a loop, but without PowerShell. And let's see what they will say. They will say start with the same information, and that they will use the out int, and they will say move the mouse and 6 minutes and start, and that's it. In this way, when they finish the program, they also give some explanation for you what they do. And this is interesting because they explain how long it will take and what you need to change in order to get the information that you want. So they give a generic information, say, if you want to move your mouse, move for this place. And that of course you can add some extra information to put string delay, and that you can put move for a different position, is string delay. In this way they will move for here, 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 until you remove the USB, and that they will stop your script and you don't have any problem. So I talk about programming, but what other job that could be replaced by AI? And it's simple, customer service. Customer service, the job for the guys is receive the email and reply accordingly in the best way. And this system already do it for you. And what it means? It means that suppose that we have a company that sell Raspberry Pis. And we sell quite a lot, and some of Raspberry Pis, they have problems for manufacturing, this is normal. And that suppose a customer come and say, I connected this Raspberry Pi, after a few minutes they stop to work and smoke it. So please help me what I should do. And that's in this way I will put exactly it. I'll say write a customer support email for a client that encountered the following issues. I got a Raspberry Pi. After 10 minutes of usage, the device starts to smoke and stop to work. What I should do? And in this way, you can simply answer it. If it was a person, they will write all the instruction. This one will do exactly the same for you. They will take some seconds, but they will write a full customer service email. In this way, once that you type it, they will already give the answer for you. The full email, really formal, with all the information that you want. So they already put there, valuable customer, thank for the inquiry, and they will explain exactly what you should do to avoid or to stop it. So first thing, they will say that this smoke could happen for overheat, so it's important that you unplug the device, otherwise you can have problems. And after this one, they already say that recommend that you contact the manufacturer. But in this case, we don't want the manufacturing. We want that they will send the item for us. So tell for the customer that we want to have the item back. And that we say tell for the customer that we want the item back. And in this way, they will rewrite the email, or at least change the email in order to get the item back, because maybe the manufacturer is not the case. They need to send directly for the seller, and the seller will contact the manufacturer. And that in this way, they read the update email and put that also they want the item back. So if you look here, they say I want the item back, and I did it in few seconds, only say what they need to do. And with the fine tune each time more, they will get more specific. And with time, they start to learn what kind of answers or what kind of expectation that your company have. In this way, they will be easy. And with API, you can connect directly for email without any problem. So far I talk about two different jobs that could be affected. The first one will be the programming. The second one will be the customer service. And what is the third one, let's say? So the next one will be the copywriters, or the writers that will write specific for blogs, for posts, social media and others. Why is it? Because it's really simple. With ChatGPT, you create some subjects and create a full post. So in this way, let's say that I wanted to make a post. So let's say that I wanted to write a post about OpenMediaVault and TrueNAS. In this way, I say, write me a blog post about TrueNAS versus OpenMediaVault, and I will put enter. In this way, they will write a full post for me, and that this post will give the options or the difference for the OpenMediaVault and the TrueNAS. In this way, I don't need to work, I don't need to do anything. And in a few seconds, they will give some part of my post, and that will be good enough. Of course, if you have some specific way to write, or you are famous, they'll not be able to replace you. They will make you easy. But in the long term, could be that you don't need anymore to have a person write all those information, spend hours and correct it. You can have only the machine do it, and you get a brainstorm, get some subjects that you want, and they will do the rest of the job for you. So it's really simple. But he's writing lots of things. They finish write this post, but suppose that I wanted to attack a little bit more about the ZFS and how good is it in relationship of OpenMediaVault. So in this way, I will continue this post saying that I want to have a difference for both. And let's see what they're gonna do. So one of the main advances of TrueNAS in relationship of OpenMediaVault is that TrueNAS use ZFS. And they will explain more about ZFS in such a way that look like a person write. Of course, this stage is still a little bit more generic, right? But over time, they will be more specific, will be more clear the information that they will write. And if you fine tune it or teach the machine to write in a specific way or some informations, they will do exactly what you expect. They will be more funny, or will be more serious, or will be more specific. So they can deliver a lot of information in really reduced time, and that you can keep asking different subjects, and you can make a really long blog post or lots of informations in a few seconds. I just told 3 jobs that could be affected for AI. Of course, we'll have more jobs, but in my first view will be those 3 that will be more affected. Over time, could be lawyers, could be engineering, could be others jobs that need some kind of knowledge, and this one is really smart and really fast. So if you like this video and think that was interesting, please don't forget to leave your like, subscribe for the channel, and see you next time. Bye.